Oh, the message screwed it up. Hello everyone, this is Aegon of Astora, and welcome back to my first ever playthrough of Demon Souls. This is episode number 19, being recorded on Tuesday, February the 20th. I hope you're all having a fantastic day whenever it is you find yourself watching this. But yeah, some of you are watching this right now. So, hello, thank you all for joining me. I figured since I now have the ability to actually stream things like Demon Souls, or really anything I can hook up to my capture card via HDMI, or in this case component, that I might as well record the next couple of episodes. It started with me just wanting to record the Old Monk episode because it made it more likely that someone would actually invade. As they see someone streaming it, okay, I should invade. But I figure since we have the stream going, it would be kind of silly of me to just kick everyone out, in a sense, and just start recording by myself. So, yeah, we are going to proceed to the next area, but we're returning to the Tower Knight Archstone, the description for which reads, "Inside Boletaria's gates, where the streets intertwine, lies a trap set by the Fat Official, an embodiment of old King Alant's madness." So, whereas the other areas just led directly into a boss fight, I'm led to understand that this is an entirely new area. So let's head over and see what's going on. So the fog should be cleared now for us. That's freaking wonderful. That is freaking wonderful. So, yep. We're walking willingly into the Fat Official's trap. Don't go forward without recovery items. I do see in the top right that we appear to be attempting to connect to the server. Hey, it's a Dark Souls 1 door. Oh, okay. Now we appear to be good. Hello, Rolling Ewok. There's a bunch of crows over there. And of course there's dogs in this thing. Why wouldn't there be dogs? Of course you can't hit. I'm scared, everyone. Die too. Okay. After seeing him bring the Fat Officials back, yeah. I can't argue with you there, Dezo Penguin. Oh, silly dogs. I wonder if you can destroy this thing. Nope. Get out of here, crows. Storied Soldier Soul. I have a feeling we're about to come across the Prince. We've not seen in quite some time. So I'm going to assume that these are the King's men that were just mercilessly slaughtered by the Fat Officials, or soldiers that are fighting under the Fat Officials. Yeah, they couldn't put Humpty together again. Don't bother with spells, okay. I don't have the key for that yet. Dead horses everywhere. So pretty much the usual. Yep, there's the fat official up there. So we're just gonna keep following him, I guess. Slave's shield. Oh, the frame rate drop. Crystal lizard. Of course the crystal lizard lies in wait ahead. There's a bunch of freaking enemies there. Oh my gosh, that face. Yeah, Theomene, we got someone for the old monk right away. I don't even think it was someone from the stream, so I was quite pleased with that. Must have had something to do with the server maintenance that they apparently decided to do after years of leaving it unmaintained, for whatever reason. There's treasure ahead. Thank you. Oh, come on. Darn Souls hitboxes. No! Bowman grass. Unknown hero soul. Is that a new enemy type? Like a ninja of some sort? Can't tell because of the ragdoll. Oh, we just came back to where we were? Yeah? But that also means that... yeah, I need to go up that ladder. I got all the way to the last level of Super Castlevania 4, but I can't do the jumping segment for some reason. I'm just incapable of doing it. And it drives me nuts. Sorry, friend. Thank you, friend. Because, yeah, we're not for that message again. Ooh. We're not for that message again. Yeah, I would have been screwed there. And in, like, a week and a half's time, people are just going to be screwed there if they don't know that's coming. Dagger. Secret Throwing Dagger. A unique short katana altered for throwing. Throw it horizontally in order to attack. An unbelievably evil-looking weapon used by spies in service to the king. So those are indeed new enemies. They're spies in service to the king. Pretty cool. Another one. Oh. See you there, friend. You could have backstabbed me. Paying attention. Yep, have some grass, that's cool. Oh. Did not mean to do that. Does that just stay there? That is so weird. Okay. So many nooks and crannies here. Beware of the ceiling ahead. Oh yeah, we haven't looked at the slave. What? Oh, you got some fancy moves there, friend. It's too bad you don't have much armor. Well, those are some very fancy moves. I guess that's what that message meant by the ceiling. If I hit him with another arrow, is this going to trigger the next trap, I wonder? Let's see. No. Is this the end of the road for Mr. Fat Official? Walking very, like, sensually. Alright. Let's see what's going on here. Makes more sense than the ninja serpent man. Yeah, I suppose so. Whoa, hi. I did not expect to find you there, but it's a good thing I looked. Okay, I thought it was two of them. Thankfully, it's just one. And the trash mob guy just rushes forward. I'll take care of him, Mr. Black Eye Knight or Red Eye Knight. Don't worry about me. Oh, no. GG, Fat Official. GG. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh, stupid. Oh, so the trap is... That's kind of cool, the fact that the traps don't reset themselves. Like, there's actually some measure of persistence. Dogs, yep. So I assume we can't go any further here, but it looks like I did miss an item. All from the person who got squished. Ephemeral stone. Sorry, friend. Oh, so this is this a different Fat Official, or is this the same one, I wonder? Of course, we all know that air can block arrows. Oh gosh. That would be a nightmare, Nicole. Don't even give Twitch any ideas. Speight Shield. A shield with countless spikes on the front. It is also meant to be used for attacking and can be used to pierce the enemy. This is one of the rare weapons and does not often see use in combat. Why do I feel like I've got this before? A shabby wooden shield used by slave soldiers, made only of collected wood shavings. It is merely a substitute. In all honesty, calling this a shield is somewhat due. I feel like I've gotten both of these shields, so is where are we? Oh, this is excruciatingly slow ladder climbing in this game. Okay, so we need a strategy for dealing with the Red Eye Knight that doesn't involve me falling off the cliff backwards. Nice of you guys all to just line up for me there. I appreciate that. Silly ninjas. Hello, H. Smoot. I suppose I could try falling off the cliff forwards. I'm not sure that the results would be much better, but that is one possibility, almost certainly. Oh. Ooh. Very, very interesting. Very interesting. The only question is, where is our new friend? I suppose we're gonna find out. Oh no, we're gonna have to deal with the Red Eye Knight and our friend at the same time, aren't we? I'm almost certain of it. That player ghost scared me. Oh my god. I saw a health bar there. I don't know what that's all about. Oh, there he is. Oh no, the timing of this. The timing. The timing. Oh no! What an invader. What an invader. What an invader. Just like the ultimate. The ultimate in chivalry and kindness. Okay, hold on. Quick bow, friend. Let's do this. I assume that shield regenerates HP. Yes, I think it does. GG, friend. Sorry about the BS backstab there. No, I didn't want to do nothing. Bow. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Can someone confirm for me that invaders in this game have Did this guy just fuck up his job? Like, is he supposed to attack me as soon as I walk in? Sorry. So for invaders, they constantly have a seed effect active, presumably, because he did indeed help me. And that was because he or she could very easily there have just attacked me along with the Red Eye Knight, and I would have been dead meat instantly. But they opted not to do that, which... Oh, it's the Dregling merchant friend. Hi. I haven't seen you in a very long time.
Ah, we meet again. Fancy that. Hope you find something that suits you.
That's very interesting. that they actually have a seed effect active. A long-handled large axe with a crescent blade, used by the fat ministers with their faint smiles. Its heftiness shows the unbelievable power of the ministers who wield them.
The king, he's gone mad like the rest of them. Though perhaps he was mad in the first place. I can never tell with those eccentric royal oafs.
That I have heard.
Hard times, eh? I'm sure you'll turn things around.
So, up to this point, we've been led to understand by Ostrava that there's something going on with his father. But also that, you know, he was once a kind and gentle king, and he had the respect and admiration of his subjects, and he did all of these things for the good of the kingdom. But what the Dregling merchant is suggesting is that maybe he was always terrible. Which I think, given what we learn a little bit later... What are you guys doing? Is this like, did you choreograph this beforehand? He had to get back up there so badly. Oh my gosh. Now he's following. Okay, touche, Theomany. It says more about Ostrava's... These guys, I swear to God. Oh my gosh, so many of you. Okay, yeah, let's thin out the herd here a little bit if we can. No, the air is blocking our arrows. There we go. No. Okay, the air is blocking his bolts as well, so we're even, I suppose. Oh, arrow hitboxes. Always a pleasure in Souls games. Okay, I think that's it, but let's go back and make sure we didn't miss any paths here. Ostrava's idealism is a plot point, actually. Don't know if you've completed his escort missions, though. I think I did. At least I completed the first one. I did receive the looking glass, or whatever it's called, the telescope, brass telescope. I think that's everything for now. I like how he's still doing his little swagger walk, even though he's being pelted with arrows. Oh no, what happened? Oh, he's coming over to greet us, I suppose. So yeah, I felt really bad, but as soon as I realized that that was going to be an issue, I restored to an old save. Oh, that's a new weapon. That must be the great sword, which we just picked up, but we've not yet read the description for. How do we get out of here? Oh, there we go. Dagnabbit. That brought us back really far. Yeah, he doesn't realize that the kingdom has slave soldiers. More concerned with the knights of the round like Biorr and such, and their stories of heroism. So, would you all say that he was raised... Because, you know, there's the whole idea of grooming someone to take over the kingdom. But if you're doing that in a manner where you don't really give them the truth of things, you only give them the ideal stories and whatnot, then that can be a problem. You're not actually grooming someone to lead the kingdom, you're grooming someone to lead a caricature of the kingdom. And we actually see something similar in A Song of Ice and Fire, less so in Game of Thrones, because in Game of Thrones, this character was nixed, but Aegon, or Phaegon, as people in the fandom call him, is ostensibly a Targaryen who has been raised in secret. He was rescued from the sack of King's Landing and raised in secret by Illyrio Mopachus and Varys the Spider to be a perfect king who has lived among the common people and learned all these things that kings in waiting don't often learn because, you know, they're too busy being kings in waiting. And I find the question very interesting of, like, would that actually make someone a better king? Oh, crud. I somehow doubt that the Phaegon storyline will be very significant in context of A Song of Ice and Fire, simply because, and I don't know if this is actually an indicator of anything, but they cut it from the show, so that leads me to believe that it's not central to the main plot of the story. But in a similar group of tropes in Kingsfield 2 and the royal families and their push and pull in that franchise, very interesting. Typically members of an elite upper class don't think about others in the lower classes. Through Aegon, it makes me wonder if Allant was soured on the whole thing a lot earlier than anyone suspected. Well, if we judge by the comments that we hear from him earlier, I'm inclined to agree with the assessment that, yeah, Allant was soured by the kingdom just in general. The game, oh, it will have Golden Company, interesting. Greatsword, an extremely large straight sword. It is as versatile as the straight sword, but it is too heavy to be wielded by one of ordinary strength. The wielder can use its weight to knock enemies back. Biorr of the Twin Fangs is known to wield this weapon. Flamberge, a unique large sword with a ripple blade, named for the way it resembles a flame. Blade is made for rending flesh and causing severe bleeding. It is particularly known for its ability to cause fatal wound. Biorr of the Twin Fangs is known to wield this weapon, so I presume the reason why we found it there is that we're about to meet Biorr of the Twin Fangs. Yeah, see, that's one thing I think that's going to be really difficult for... I think that's going to be something that is going to be really difficult for new players coming in after the servers are down, is figuring out things like this. Where can you vault down, and when? Although... that was pretty pointless. It was just a soul item. Now we have to run all the way back. Biorr of the super familiar voice actor. Wait, though. But I do wonder if Allant even bothered to acquaint his apparently only heir with the basics of how the kingdom works. Was he already on the "this place sucks, let it fall to ruin" train even during Ostrava's childhood? That is a very interesting question. And insofar as that question is answered in the affirmative, then, you know, it's no wonder that Ostrava is such an idealist, or he has an overly idealistic conception of the kingdom and of how things are run and how things were historically. Because he must have just been like, you know what, he's too young, and, you know, I should shield him for just a little bit longer against the horrors of the reality of the king. Bethesda's Souls. Iron Ring of Keys and Iron Ring of Keys, they all look the same. Victoria's 22. I very much appreciate that. I'm looking forward to when we finish this series, continuing with Dark Souls 3 Let's Talk lore. Because yeah, we have lots to talk about in the next area. And we might potentially have 3 guests for that area, which would be a first for the channel. I haven't yet decided whether we're going to do that or not. I haven't asked the third person who I had in mind, but the 2 people who are slated to be appearing in the next episode, that is for the Profane Capital, are Jeremy Greer, who may or may not still be in the chat, as not CEC or something, as well as JSF. And the third person who I've not yet asked but who has expressed to me a great interest in the profane capital and seems to have some interesting ideas about it, is Sinclair Lore, who has a new-ish YouTube channel, and who I first learned about through, Jeremy Greer's Don't Give Up Skeleton podcast. Oh, he is still here. So, yeah, I was thinking that it was originally supposed to be Jeremy Greer and JSF, or Richard Pilbeam, and I figured, because we all have the Don't Give Up Skeleton podcast in common, since we've all appeared on it, that, might as well ask Sinclair Lore to be on as well, because she sent me a message a little while back. Whoa, just seen that come in. She sent me a message a little while back expressing, interest in the profaned capital. Yeah, well, that's what I figured. I haven't watched any of the videos that JSF and Sinclair Lore have done together. Well, the idea in terms of not being able to get a word in edgewise, the idea behind that is, oh crud, another Red Eye Knight. Oh. I love how they just break things that are in the way. The idea in asking her to be on, as well as the other two, is the fact that I don't really know all that much about the profane capital, so I'm perfectly happy just playing the moderator role that episode. You know, I feel like I should have my weapon upgraded like much farther along in the upgrade path than I currently do. I'm at +9. Is it not necessary to have your weapon fully upgraded to beat this game somewhat comfortably? Oh my gosh. Hi, friend. Remember me? Yeah, it seems that way, which is weird to me because I expected that I would have had to be +15 or something. Official's cap. The Memitim. Why not? Official's cap. Fat ministers who appeared just before demons ran rampant in Boletaria and ingratiated themselves with King Allant, oppressed the masses with sly grins. This hat is said to have been resented by the masses as a hateful reminder of them. Hi, friend. Yeah, I'm gonna open this shortcut. Oh, the timeline, you mean the item description. So, fat ministers who appeared just before demons ran rampant in Boletaria and ingratiated themselves. Yeah, so they appeared right before everything went to crap. I'm trying to think of how or whether there are parallels there with the evangelists in... I'm sorry, I can't wear this hat. It's so ugly. Whether or not there's any parallels with the evangelists from Dark Souls 3. I'm not sure, though. I would imagine that the fat ministers are demons. Oh, we did come from up here. I just missed the items. I would imagine that the fat ministers are demons, but maybe that's just me. Hello, Akuma. I'd miss you too, friend. Provided that was directed at me. I stand on that theory nowhere, really. I don't think they're connected. I think they're connected in that they're both made by the same developer. And there's some very obvious influences there, but I don't think that canonically they're connected, no. The Memetim is looking rather lovely with that head wrap. Okay, so we just walk through the fog gate? Oh crap, we aggroed everyone. Oh my god. Clutch firestorm there by the Memetim. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is False King Alant. But no, I think I'm actually wrong about that because, yeah, we still have to deal with that guy. Best of luck to you. Watch yourself. Who are you? Should I quit this? Should I quit? So I missed Biorr in the level then? Hit a bit with Biorr and someone else. So I'm going to assume Biorr and Ostrava. Oh man, Sen's Fortress. Away. And... or I don't have the key? So did I miss a fat official somewhere? Or fat minister? Oh, yes, thank you, thank you. I do remember there being a locked door there. Okay, so let's see what's behind this door finally. It is very dark in here. Okay, never mind. Stupid crystal lizard. There's the key that we need, I think. Bloody iron key, a heavy iron key encrusted with dried. It's not especially pleasant. Shades of Earthil Dungeon, kind of. Oh, is it Biorr? It's Biorr. Why is his face red?
Who goes there? You killed that vile insect and saved me. I am called Biorr, the elder of the twin Fangs of Boletarian. I thank you. You deserve a handsome reward. Only I have none. Go on ahead. I shall sleep a while.
So he's Sigurd / Siegmeyer, but also the same voice actor as the two blacksmiths. As Baldwin and the other guy. Oh my gosh. So Biorr, like, used to be a king or something? Or am I thinking of someone else? Like, we have to fight him later to prove ourselves or something? Alright, Crystal Lizard time. No, stop! No! Doran, thank you. That's what I was thinking of. Large Sharpstone Shard. Old King Doran. Yep. That we have to fight. I don't know why I got them confused. Bethesda Souls. Gosh darn it. Yeah, that's an excellent point, Daresh. Like, I understand, and in an earlier episode, you know what, I'm gonna drop some grass too. In an earlier episode, I complained about the weight, and someone noted that, you know, it's not entirely fair to criticize the item burden mechanic. Just because, you know, the developers were trying to do something different. But yeah, like, I can see that they were trying to do a certain thing, but the thing that annoys me the most about it is that it really affects what type of builds you can make. Tower Shield. Alfred is his name, I think? A gigantic shield used by one of the Boletarian heroes, the Tower Knight. It is said to repel all kinds of malice, but it is tremendously heavy and difficult to handle. It is considered the largest of all the known types of shields. Thank you, by the way, Theomeni, for directing us to ensuring that we didn't finish that boss fight before doing this, because had I been recording this offline, I almost certainly would have finished that boss fight, and then we would never have been able to do this side quest, so much appreciated. Where the heck are we? I think the running animations are more or less the same as they were in Dark Souls, aren't they? I could be imagining that. This reminds me a lot of Sen's Fortress. Climbing up that tower. Ring of the Accursed. A thin gold serpent ring draws the attacks of all enemies. Once used to mark criminals, the bearer of this ring was continuously pelted with stones and spat upon. So I presume that that is essentially the Red Eye ring from Dark Souls 2. Ring of magical nature. A cold ring increases spell memory capacity. Legend says that cursed witches are born holding it. The natives of savage lands avoid it at all costs. Okay, yep. As soon as I put it on, it really is a good thing that I didn't drop it. It's the same freaking person. It's the same freaking person as they are in Dark Souls 3. What? Yeah, it's Carla. Oh, I was trying to talk to him. Sorry, friend, I know you let me in and everything, but... Correct.
Heavens, you came to save me. Thank you. No, I'm fine. With a little rest, I can soon walk.
Yosefka? That's the same voice actor, I think.
You go on ahead. I do not wish to be a dead weight.
Alright, nice to meet you, Yuria. I presume that they're gonna go back to the Nexus later. And those rings you picked up are probably Yuria's, and the two guys who have it ripped from her and got killed because of the red-eye nature. Oh. Yeah, I guess that's it. But I was thinking that we were gonna come across Ostrava and Old King Doran, but I assume maybe that's later? I feel like there's so much of this game I still haven't experienced. Oh, she freaks out when you're wearing the hat. Interesting.
I need some help. By the honor of the good knights, this demonic polish of a stop.
That's why. Oh, that's so cool. So now I see, once again, the inspiration for Sigurd's assistance in the Yorn boss fight. Oh, he's cornered pretty bad there. Wrecked. Wow, thank you, friend.
More demon down!
Yeah. Yep, indeed.
Fine work back there. Then again, how could a demon ever stand up to a bona fide knight? Now you go on ahead. I must be getting older. I need some rest.
Yeah, so he's basically Sigurd. That's pretty interesting. I hope that we see him again. Yeah, that was... I feel like this boss fight would have been way harder were it not for him, like, obliterating the boss by himself. So these are what? Depictions of what are now blue and red eye knights, but were previously, I guess, just Aryan knights? It's at least the same suit of armor and whatnot. Nasty guy. Silver demon soul. Alright, let's head back to the Nexus, see what's going on there.
Do you intend to challenge the king? You may be a great demon hunter, but I fear you may not be ready. The king is defended by the black souls of mighty knights and a fire-breathing dragon. They defeated even myself. That's how I ended up in the dungeon. Beware the limits of your own power.
But that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all very, very much for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.